Hello, Standard 8. Going to teach Biology, Chapter 8, 5 Kingdom Classification, and it is Part 3 of Animal Kingdom. Means we were discussing about the classification related to Animal Kingdom, in which we have already discussed about the phylums, in which I have discussed about the phylum Porifera, phylum Echinodermata, the 3 worm phylum Platyhelminthes, Nematoda and Annelida. We discussed about the phylum Arthropoda, the phylum Mollusca. Now we are going to discuss about the phylum Chordata. Phylum Chordata. And dear children, I have told you that all the living organisms are classified into 2 groups. Okay, 2 groups of animals, and those 2 groups are vertebrates and invertebrates. Invertebrates and vertebrates. We have already discussed about the group invertebrates. Those phylum, whatever I have discussed, they were included in the group invertebrates. Now we are going to discuss the group vertebrate, in which one phylum Chordata is there. Very clear? In group vertebrate, one phylum is Chordata. Now let us discuss about the characteristic feature of phylum Chordata. Okay. First thing, in phylum Chordata, that presence of notochord. The main thing, main characteristic, presence of notochord. Now a question arises, what is notochord? Okay, presence of notochord. What is notochord? It is a rod-like structure present in the mid-dorsal axis. Rod-like structure. Okay, present in the mid-dorsal axis. It is a rod-like structure present in the mid-dorsal axis of our body, okay, of the body. Now, let me try to make you understand about the notochord. Chord means what? Thread. A type of thread which is present. It is a rod-like structure which is present in the mid-dorsal axis of the body. Dorsal, this is ventral dorsal part, okay, back one, and middle part of the body, present in the middle part of the body. Very clear? And in few organisms, this notochord is present throughout the life. Try to understand. In few organism only. In few organism, it is present throughout the life. But in higher organism, generally in us or any of the higher organism except few, it is changed to replaced by backbone. Replaced by backbone. Very clear or not? Try to understand. This notochord is present in all the chordates, and in higher organism it is replaced by backbone, but there are few organisms in which notochord is present throughout their life. Very clear? And this backbone is made up of notochord only, is the notochord only, which is replaced, changed to backbone. And it means in us notochord is not present. Yes, it is present in higher organism. In which stage? In embryonic stage. It is present in embryonic stage. This try to understand. When we are in our mother's womb, when our body is not fully developed, we are in our mother's womb. That time it is present. And as the body is formed inside our mother's womb, then this notochord is replaced by the backbone. Very clear? So it is the main characteristic of phylum Chordata, that is the presence of notochord. Okay. Now in vertebrates, other characteristic let us discuss. This is the main characteristic. Other characteristic of phylum Chordata, let us discuss. Body is divided into three parts: head, trunk, and body is divided. This appendages means limbs, two pair of limbs. Okay, head, trunk and limbs, haath pair. So body divided into three parts, and those three parts are head, trunk or thorax, trunk, and limbs means appendages, legs and hands, forelimb and hind limbs. Gill slits are present. Gill slits are present in all the vertebrates or all the chordates. Gill slits, but no gill slit is here in me. Yes, it was also present in the embryonic stage, some time of their life. In our embryonic stage it is present. Very clear? This gill slit also in the embryonic stage. And you will be surprised to see the picture ultrasound, ultra scan of a undeveloped baby in the mother's body. It is similar to the baby of a fish, baby of a cat. In that stage it is similar. Very clear? So it was the general characteristic of phylum Chordata. Now this phylum Chordata is divided into 5 classes. This phylum Chordata is divided into 5 classes, and those classes are divided into 5 classes. Very clear? These 5 classes are: number 1, Pisces. Okay, it is the name of a class, Pisces. Second, Amphibia. Amphibia. Third, reptiles. Fourth, apes. And fifth, mammalia. Very clear? So this phylum Chordata is divided into 5 classes, And these 5 classes are fishes, amphibia, reptiles, apes and mammalia. Now let us discuss about the characteristic of these 5 classes. First one is what? Fishes. What type of class is fish? Fishes. Very easy to learn. In fishes, there are all fishes. So fishes is the class of fishes. Very clear? Now, what are the characteristics of fish you are knowing? Just write the characteristic. Streamlined body. Streamlined body means knowing this way. Front and back is narrow so that it can easily swim in water. Streamlined body. Second, aquatic, lives in water. मछली जल की रानी है, जीवन इसका पानी है. Must have heard. Third, no legs are there. Fins are there. These are the fins. And fins helps in swimming. And this tail helps in direction, movement, left and right. Next, body is covered by scales. Body is covered by scales. Okay, this type of scale is there. And I know you love to eat fish. Before cooking the fish, your mother cleans these scales. Then only it is cooked. The scales are cleaned, the fins are cut, the internal organs are thrown out. Then it is cut into pieces and cooked. Why scales are present? Because scales are waterproof. If we will remain inside the water taking oxygen, this skin will rot. Okay. So, to prevent from rotting underwater, there are scales which is waterproof. Very clear or not? They are cold-blooded. Cold-blooded means their body temperature changes according to the temperature of the environment. Very clear? Respire by the help of gills. For respiration, they have gills. They take water by the help of mouth and releases water by the help of gills, and whatever oxygen is dissolved in the water, that oxygen is taken. Very clear? The water must be in contact with air, otherwise oxygen will not dissolve in water. You haven't seen that if you have an aquarium and aquarium is covered, then how the atmospheric oxygen will dissolve in water? You must have seen one pump, aerator pump, which mixes, bubbles are coming, which mixes oxygen to the water, so that oxygen can be taken by the fish. Very clear? So, heart is two-chambered heart. These are the characteristics of phylum Chordata, class fishes, which include all the fishes. Now, these fishes are of two types. Try to understand. These fishes are of two types. Number one is the bony fish, and other is the cartilaginous. If difference is asked, between bony fish and cartilaginous fish. Bony fish skeleton is made up of bone and cartilaginous fish skeleton is made up of cartilage. Cartilage you must have studied in tissue chapter. Okay, so bony fish, the body is made up of, skeleton is made up of bone. In cartilaginous fish, the skeleton is made up of cartilage. Now in bony fish, gill slits are there, means covering, gill slits. Covering of gills is there, and in cartilaginous fish, no gill slits. Very clear? Covering gills are there, but covering of the gills are not there. That is called gill slits. So we have understood. Now example, this shark, very dangerous fish. Shark belong to cartilaginous fish group, and the fish which we eat, rohu, katla, okay, carps, roaches, herrings, trouts are bony fish, and shark, dogfish, skates are the cartilaginous fish. Now difference on the basis of may be asked between bony fish and cartilaginous fish, and for the odd one out, what I will do, I will write 3 names of cartilaginous fish and I will enter one bony fish, or 3 names of bony fish and I will enter one cartilaginous fish, and I may ask find the odd one out and write the category to which others belong. So you can do it. Next, so class pieces we have understood. Next, coming to class amphibia, second number. Class amphibia. Amphibia means can live in water and on land both. Land and water both. So they are called amphibian. Okay, maximum time they spend on land and some time in water. Now, when they are in water, they breathe through the help of gills, and when come on the land, breathe by the help of moist skin or lungs. Breathe by the help of lungs. Very good example, you have seen tadpole. If you will see the tadpole, the baby of the frog, that is quite different from the frog. It can swim, can live in water, but when it becomes adult, it comes to the land. Very clear? So, now their body is smooth, non-scaly, moist or slimy, and eardrum lies on the surface. Eardrum means tympanum, kaan ka chadra, on the surface, no inside. We have got eardrum just inside our ear, but on the surface only. Eardrum or tympanum is present in the amphibian. 5-fingered. If you will count the finger of the frog, it will be 5. So they are called pentadactyl. Penta means 5. We are also pentadactyl because we have got 5 fingers. Very clear? And 3-chambered heart. 3-chambered heart. Their heart is 3-chambered, okay, and cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Their body temperature changes according to the temperature of the environment. So that part is clear. Example is frog, toad, salamander, newt. Next, third class. Third class is the reptilia or reptiles. Reptilia. Let us discuss the characteristic of phylum Reptilia. Lizard, snake, tortoise, turtle, crocodile, alligator, ghadial. Okay. Completely adapted to life on land. Life on land. Adapted to life on land. Their skin is very rough. Okay. Leathery shelled egg. Leathery eggshell. Eggs are leathery shelled. Okay. Breathe by the help of lungs. From birth only, they breathe by the help of lungs. Okay. Three-chambered heart, moist, rough skin, three-chambered heart. Very clear? Three-chambered heart, cold-blooded. These are the important characteristics of class Reptilia. Next, coming to class Apes. Next class 4 is Apes. In apes, all the birds are there. Now, let us discuss the characteristic of birds, means apes. First thing, warm-blooded. It is not cold-blooded. It is warm-blooded. Lay eggs. Hollow bones. Feather on the body. Okay, and front limb is modified to wings. Okay, we have hand, and their hand is modified to form wings. Okay, hollow bones, feather, streamlined body. Aerial means can fly. Egg with calcareous shell. Shell is made up of calcium chloride. Egg with calcareous shell. So we have understood about and all the birds, whether ostrich or pigeon or parrot, all belongs to class Apes. And the last class of phylum Chordata, group vertebrate, is the Mammalia. 5. Class Mammalia. And we belong to class Mammalia. First, what is the characteristic of phylum Chordata, class Mammalia? Viviparous. Viviparous means give birth to young ones. Give birth to young ones. And those which lays eggs are called oviparous. Now, how to learn it? O is round. O is round, oviparous, egg laying. Viviparous, bachcha, give birth to young ones. Very clear? But there are some exceptions, like a spiny anteater lays egg. Okay, duck-billed platypus lays egg. And there may be question, name 2 mammals which lays egg, or name a mammal which can fly. That is bat. Bat is a mammal. Okay. Name two aquatic mammal. Dolphin, whale. They are not fish. They belong to class mammal. Very clear or not? That part is clear. Viviparous, hairs on their body. Hairs on body. Gaay, bhais, kutta, billi, all have got, we have got hairs on our body. Feed babies by mammary gland. Okay, we have got mammary gland and to feed the baby's mother milk. Okay, next, nourish their young ones by means of mammary gland. Muscular diaphragm. Muscular diaphragm. Diaphragm means it is a tissue which separates abdominal cavity from chest cavity. Between chest and abdomen, one tissue is there. That tissue is the diaphragm. So that is the characteristic of mammal. Okay, breathe by the help of lungs. Four-chambered heart. Okay, external ear, pinna is present. External ear means pinna is present. We have got external ear. Tympanum or eardrum is inside. And external testis. External testis in males. In males, two testes are there, which is kept in a muscular bag, scrotum, and testis is a reproductive organ. Okay, and male gamete is produced by the help of testis. So in mammals, testis is there, which is external, not inside the body, outside the body, and two testes are there in a muscular bag known as scrotum. Very clear? So it was about the characteristic of class Mammalia. So dear children, this way we have finished the discussion related to the classification of animal kingdom. Now it is your duty to learn the characteristic. Thank you very much.